Let's talk a little music. Your boy Ab-Soul is sounding like a disgruntled employee. Now, he's been lashing out a couple times during this Kendrick run. So this latest tweet he put out, he says, so according to the numbers and the analytics or whatever the fuck, a tour for me has yet to be finalized. Soul Burger dropped last November. I'm not pointing any fingers, but damn, I feel like that was some of my best work. Something's in the water for sure. This feels similar to the end of physical distribution, which ultimately resulted in the fall of my family-owned record store, Magic Disc Music. I suppose I say all this to apologize for the delay to anyone who anticipates seeing it perform live. I do hope to see you soon. Is there trouble in paradise? Are they putting all their eggs in Kendrick's basket and ignoring everybody else?
I mean, TDE
because he ain't even TDE no more. Kendrick ain't TDE no more, but they're still repping Kendrick as if he's TDE, and the artists that are actually TDE, I mean, they're lashing out right now.
They got Doechii too, right? So it's like that's where a lot of their attention is going as well. I mean, multiple artists, I said this on multiple episodes, have had times where they felt a certain way about Top and Punch, maybe, you know, limiting when they can drop, how long between their drops, because SZA came out and said something, Reason said something, Isaiah Rashad, Ab-Soul. So there's been multiple people who have came out in TDE and been like, man, I gotta wait two years in between an album drop, or I'm not going on a tour, or whatever the case is. But I think they just have a strategic way they want to do it. And if we keeping it 100, I don't know if Ab-Soul at this point in time is garnishing enough fanfare, enough attention to go on a tour at this point in time. In my opinion, off of Soul Burger, I liked a good amount of songs off there, but I just don't know if at this point in his career, if people are going out to see him. And then also with bigger acts like Doechii and things like that, and the way touring is at this point, it's just a lot of money that got to go into it. It could be on some logistics side as well.
I believe this is where sometimes where emotional intelligence needs to come into play, because he can feel a way and he needs to elaborate and really see the real about what he's feeling and the things that's going on. So what I'm getting at to say is, you might feel like this was your best project, but it might not be hitting like you think it is. So you're overly mad about something and it's not really that. Like, I don't know too many people that's really just saying I'm bumping Ab-Soul. And I'm just not a knock to say he's an artist that's not good. He's good if you appreciate the music to that level of art. But like you were just saying, his attention and to go mainstream is not necessarily what he expects it to be. Or you might be comparing too much to other people in your mind, and that type of thing can start to fuck with you, especially when you're on a label. And this is very important as artists to start getting to a point where you use labels maybe just for distribution and marketing. Other than that, you giving too many people control over your life and what you choose to do. You can't even go on tour because you're waiting, I'm assuming, behind the label to push you to have the tour. Stay independent and create your own lane to be able to do that yourself. I would believe you should head that route at this point.
Bro, this reminds me of the Cannabis disaster battle. When Cannabis came and thought he was spitting fire, the crowd was looking at him like, what the fuck is he talking about? He wind up lashing out. I'm up here spitting the best shit in the world. I got 75 pages in this motherfucker. And they really looking at Cuz like, nigga, what the fuck? I feel like that's Ab-Soul right now. He thinks he's spitting the best shit in the world. In his brain, like you said, this is my best album. And Dot is sitting, not Dot, punching him sitting back like, we can't sell no tickets off of this. And we're not selling out stadiums because Kendrick just broke his record for the highest grossing concert by a rapper in history with $9.449 million from 42,205 tickets sold at NGR Stadium in Houston. So Kendrick is out here breaking tour records every night. Sold out 90% of the GNX tour after getting all the criticism saying he can't sell out tours. You got Doechii over here going crazy. Whether you believe she's an industry planner or not, she's popping up everywhere doing everything. So where does Ab-Soul fall in that? Because he's not even a mainstream artist like that. He's still more of the underground. He's not a Schoolboy Q. He's not a J-Rock. He's down here with the Daylights of the label. And Daylight, it was a battle rapper turned rapper. He's still trying to get his feet off the ground, but he's bunched in with that bottom core of TDE. He's not even, I'm just saying, like, he's one step over Ray Vaughn on the TDE totem pole. He's not going to sell out a stadium tour.
And TDE looks different now than it did 10, 12 years ago, right? Because 2012 when Absol, or 2011, I think he dropped Control System. That's when he was popping. But you also had TDE was fresh in a way on the scene. You had Habits and Contradictions by Schoolboy. You had Good Kid, Mad City, or Section 8. They all kind of came out.
It was on fire.
Yeah, at the same time where it was like, damn, what is this? You had SZA followed up a couple years later. So TDE now looks differently where, and in the way we listen to music and stream music as well, we not really checking into people, right? Like you got to just see it or somebody got to bring it to you for you to be like, okay, this is cool. Where back then it was like, oh, who's Q's homeboy? Who's Kendrick's homeboy on TDE? He's in a picture with him. Let's go listen. And then we fuck with the music. Where now it's like, you don't have that label or industry backing that's going to put you right in front of somebody. They're not going to necessarily, the fans aren't going to flock to you. And that's why TDE, I think nowadays looks different anyway, because they've put or pumped the money into Doechii, into Q. They still pumping it into Q here and there. And then, they're always going to be on Kendrick's side. So I feel like that's just where the focus is. So that's where people are looking. But yeah, Absol hasn't, unfortunately, been relevant, to keep it 100, since 2012, 2013, if we're going to keep it 100.
And it's crazy because we in a, it's tough times for, I think, the type of personality he has, because we're in the land of the crash outs right now. He might have to crash out or something or do something else to pick up that attention. And basically my point is, what I'm trying to get at is that people, now they look at you as you're more of a brand. And like you said, the attention and notoriety, they want to know who you are as a person more than appreciating your music. So it's like, it's not the opposite. It's like the good music will speak for itself, and then you start to appreciate the person. Now they want you to fall in love with a personality and then start to go back and listen to your music. Because a lot of times now, it's like Absol he was supposed to be in the early 90s or something, like the way he is, I believe.
No, that's facts. Like a Tribe Called Quest or something like
them
that.
Niggas back then.
Because realistically, he's not on the gram to my knowledge. I don't see him in no viral videos. I don't see him in no viral interviews. He's not vlogging, blogging to my knowledge. I don't see it. So at this point, he's not even promoting himself. So the label could be looking at that going, hey, what are you doing to put yourself out there to make us want to book a tour? At all. You're not even promoting yourself. You don't always got to wait on the label. Yeah, the label got the budgets, but if you jump out there and show the label, and then they could look at the analytics and see the reaction from the people, shit, go down on Melrose, pull up a pop-up shop, book yourself at one of these local little, what they call them, little bars, man, that everybody be doing. You know what the hell I'm talking about. You know where Joe Budden used to be performing, cuz.
Oh, like a Soho or like
like a Soho Lounge or a House of Blues or something small that you could do yourself and probably take it out your own budget and then show them like, look, man, I just sold this out. Now I'm buzzing on Instagram. I'm trending on Twitter. Then they looking like, okay, that's money that we gotta get. But my question is, why is he not being attached to the Doechiis? Or I want to say Kendrick, but Kendrick's not TDE, but he is, because they still repping him like he's TDE, even though he left the label.
And this is the importance of how you depict relationships and stuff like that. Because if you are close to people like Kendrick and these other artists, not saying you just had to use them, but continue to go collab with people, do music. It don't even got to just be TDE. Outside of that, I never really hear too many people that's featuring them. Go start fucking with some of these YNs. Get on, do the Drake thing. You know what I'm saying? Jump on their wave. What I mean is, you know how the new artists will always catch them buzzes and Drake will hop on their song. Yeah. It actually look like Drake is making the song better, but Drake is still keeping himself relevant by hopping on their song. So I think he has to take pages out of other people's books and just really get out there. Like Twitter, I don't think that's the way to go about doing it. Like even if you would have made a video talking, that would have probably went more viral than your tweet did.
No, for sure, because everybody would have posted that shade room. And matter of fact, you could pay them to post it.
I think too, he could revamp his story, right? Because if you go back and listen to Book of Soul, you know his story, the eyes, the disease he kind of had in the beginning, his girlfriend. He has a crazy story that if he got on the right maybe podcast or interview and went more into depth about it, he could revamp that and people will be more interested. But I think the reason why he's not attached so much to Doechii or Kendrick at this point is because, again, we're in a niche kind of era where if I'm paying for Doechii, I just want Doechii. I don't want somebody else that I don't know attached to it to a certain degree. Like the Pop Out, for instance, that was something that we enjoyed it, right? But a lot of people was like, who are these niggas? A lot of people felt that way. Who are these niggas? We're paying to come and see Kendrick, not necessarily other artists or lesser known artists from Los Angeles. So I think they kind of have to separate it at this point because people are coming and they're paying for, only one person.
And
man,
I think
he better pull a little mama, man, and just go to Kendrick concert and jump on stage, nigga, pull a Kanye and grab the mic and just start rapping one of his songs or something. He gonna have to do something, like bro said, that's not expected to get the attention. Going to Twitter and tweeting, they like, okay, now we're never booking a tour for this nigga.
Yeah, but sometimes, and it's one more thing. Sometimes I think a lot of these dudes, like, they don't keep expanding like their versatility when it comes to the music. You might be stuck in a wave. It's like that got you hot, and they got that feeling of whenever they got hot or got signed, and stay on that wavelength instead of expanding your MC, your creativity. Go outside the box, do different things. Stop the flow right now probably is not working, or you're not gravitating that attention. Like, get on some track and start tweaking.
It's crazy because he's really like, he's a diverse artist. Like, and that's what's so crazy about, like I'm saying, we just in a different time now, because back then he was one of the most diverse artists on TDE. Like, I, in my opinion, it was him and Kendrick that were really diverse. Q was doing his thing, everybody was doing their thing, but Kendrick and Soul could get in different bags, poetry, spoken word, the jazz beats. They was doing a lot of different things that other artists or on TDE weren't even doing, the singing shit, all of that. So I just think we're in a different time. Like you said, the young niggas where some of that different shit that we might have wanted to hear 5-10 years ago, niggas don't want to hear that.
That's basically all I'm trying to say.
Is like,
yeah, sometimes you might have to dumb it down because now you're outdoing, or unless your core audience that still messes with you, but to get, like bro said, to the main more stream, I believe, in my opinion, because he's a great artist, you have to dumb it down a little bit for people.
Or just switch it up. Maybe not dumb it down, but switch up your sound. That sound might be still hot to you, but the industry has moved on to new sounds. So you gotta try shit out. But my question is to the rap gang, while Kendrick is on tour, the Drake and Kendrick beef buzz has died off. There's a void right now. And who's taking that void? Nobody. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? To all the rappers in the game, not just the West Coast rappers, because I've been gave my critiques on West Coast rap a long time ago. Niggas ain't listening, so I don't even care to even keep telling niggas. Rap in general, you had to be quiet for at least the last year. Kendrick is on tour. Drake, he's slowly fizzling back with his singles. There's still a void, though, that y'all could be popping in the limelight right now. What are y'all doing? Who's taking advantage of it? I seen Mozzie drop, but I'm not really seeing Mozzie out there promoting. And I'm banging his album every day. I'm listening to Mozzie every day. Selly Rue just dropped a hot album. I was just banging that the other day. I've been listening to that like the last 2 days, but I'm not seeing the promotion. What are y'all doing? Y'all have to get in people's faces. MTV jams don't exist. 106 in Park don't exist. You are the promo now. So if you're a rapper and you're not getting in people's faces, which you have to get on podcasts, bro. That's just what it is. If you're not going to vlog and blog from your personal page on some Joe Budden TV type shit, you have to go on these podcast runs when your music drops, because that's what we watch now. When we want to get updated on music, we go to our favorite pods. We jump through the circuit to see who's talking about what. If your name ain't getting brought up, you don't exist, even if you dropped your songs. That's just the era that we in now. Y'all better start waking y'all game up.
I don't know. I think there's some niggas that's just eating, right? Like they doing their shows, they getting some, a little bit of chili off streaming
content.
what they getting. They content. They like, man, I'm not jumping on these podcasts, especially, shit be messy or niggas want me to tell shit I don't want to tell. I think a lot of it is just the niggas who are eating, they don't even give a fuck. And then the niggas that aren't eating, they can't even afford to get a placement or get a popping song or get a post on something. So it's kind of like, it's that void. I actually think the Kendrick and Drake thing was a handout for a lot of artists for attention just on rap in general. But I don't think people they're just not living up to the hype.
Nah, but what you said is facts though. You damn near got to go through these podcasts now because the way you promote people is a lot different now from back then, and people felt like they do enough by just uploading on social media, and then niggas see it as that. Like, you know what I mean? Go get some billboards or do a lot of different things. Go hit different cities and stuff like that. I would say, in my opinion, if you're a rapper, even just popping out and showing yourself, in other cities and other places where people wouldn't expect you. And I think, like you said, do some pop-up shops, do some, come some places, give some shit away, have your music playing for people, and do different things to connect to the people. And I think that would make them want to support you more.
And stop thinking because you got on a song with a popular rapper that's it and you finna take off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look at Dodie 6. He was on GNX. That was the alley-oop. Now it's on you. A lot of people were expecting, hey, I'm on GNX. That's it. That's the end all be all. Kendrick gave me the feature. Now y'all just treat me like a superstar. That didn't happen. Bro didn't take that buzz and run with it. And now he's on social media crashing out. Now, given he had a lot of family issues, I believe he lost a child. That's tragic. That's as tragic as it can get. So I can't be too hard on him because, I mean, I don't know what that feel like. I ain't lost a child. I could just imagine. So everybody's not mentally strong enough. So I hope bro can bounce back from that because right now he looking bad. He jumped out, said, fuck Kendrick, he's a bitch, blah, blah, blah.
That was crazy.
And then he apologized. You know what I'm saying? Then he apologized. But what I think that be, people look at the comments, and the comments will have you feeling a certain type of way. Like, bro, you was on GNX. Why you ain't on tour with Kendrick? Why you ain't? And then you get to start feeling resentment that didn't exist before you started reading comments. So people gotta stay.
Niggas gotta keep it solid.
Grounded.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all just better fill this void, bro. That's all I'm saying. Seize the opportunity. Seize the day. It ain't no XXL. It ain't no Source Mag. You have to put feet on the ground. You can start food vlogging and play your damn music.
Anything, really.
I just see Mozzie jumping somebody else's music video, and now he's circulating. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be doing all type of different stuff, bro. Look at EBK J-Bo, perfect example. He's taking his 15 minutes right now, and he's running with it. He's streaming with all the streamers because a lot of people be like, man, I'm not streaming with these nerds, bro. They running shit. The nerds have infiltrated and they're running shit.
Yeah.
The key to the top is through the nerds now. So if you're not linking up with the nerds, nigga, it's ugly.